20 years old, struggling finding a job, and trying to put money in my pocket. I was technically supposed to be finding a job until I got screwed over numerous times and kept getting rejected. I'm born with all levels of autism, overcompulsive disorder, and ADHD. The reason why I'm making my own documentary is to have you guys know who I am and what my interest is on what I want to do in my life. I was like the lab rat in the family. It's because of I have too much anxiety and I'm too depressed or nonstop. I've been living in Michigan for 20 years. I've never been any other state except for around the New England region. Everyone I know, they like to call me Professor X, Charles Xavier, or X-Man from Marvel's movies of X-Men, which I do love. It's amazing. I would mostly like to be called Bonnie because I love the name. It actually gets me to understand what I want for my life. I was received for speech impediment therapy like CG5 has. For my level 3 autism for speech impediment. And music helps me a lot. It helps me cope with the world. It helps my anxiety, including my depression. For anyone out there, we have a special gift that we all want. And that gift will be given to you if you were treated pretty bad. That's why I am one of those guys that wants something in life, but I'm being mistreated for no assumption. And I'm technically one of the best school dancers throughout my childhood, even throughout my high school years. Even I taught myself to DJ before I came up with the idea to compose my own music. It actually does help me a lot, and I think music's the only talent I think I'm good at. It helps me cope with everything. When I was in 5th grade, Five Nights at Freddy's stormed the internet, and I felt in love with the franchise. It got me to learn that I don't need to be afraid of anything, even afraid of the dark. When I got to learn what 55 has gone through his childhood, I feel bad for him. And I feel bad for myself. With autism on a guy, it has a pretty bad kind of a social acceleration for a person to focus and cooperate with the person in real life than it is when you're on technology, and it depends what you want. I was almost sent to a youth adult program, and after my last week of my basic job training at the job training center, I did job training to create my own resume, my own cover letter, and my own portfolio. And it didn't suit that for me, because it didn't have everything I need for comfort. When I heard CG5 for the first time, his songs opened my mind up, and I'm happy for it. If CG5 is watching this, I want to meet you in person. You are my number one inspiration to ever make me do a music career. And I do have friends that care for me. They've been there for my whole childhood. Even they usually help me relieve the pain I go through. Throughout my childhood, things were fine for me, but things didn't suit my needs for comfort. And ever since the nerdcore became so big during the last 10 years, from Charlie, CG5, Griffinilla, DA Games, The Living Tombstone, even Rocket Music, who are the top people who does pretty good with the genre. And music does help me cooperate with people around the world. I've been a gigantic Five Nights at Freddy's fan for 10 consecutive years, because I do love animals, and it helps me understand that we need to take our role in nature instead of not hiding in the mask, and come out without hesitation or without fear. I was raised by my own father, who is a complete alcoholic. I could tell he might do it in the future. His alcohol issue got worse throughout my childhood, and it put me in severe depression. It gotten back to a normal status last year. After I graduated from high school, I lost my grandmother due to heart failure and kidney dialysis. And it put me back in depression really hard. And I never got the opportunity to graduate speech therapy throughout my whole childhood. If you do watch this, Charlie, known as CG5, I want you to know me and see if you are willing to help. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys later.